Welcome to On Air with Odin Gamemastering Pathfinder Dragonfall, and to those still watching live, welcome back. We are currently in the meeting, and it is Aranum has been caught with the device that the guards were looking for, and has been brought in for questioning, and the general answer to how many janitors have you seen with kunai is, well, I might know of some of them existing, and with the fact that Tom has been paying attention to the room, he may only just notice that if he looked up, he could see his master, so to speak, just sitting up there and just paying attention to the meeting.
Tom will not acknowledge him, but will note that he's there. And Tom's basically telling the noble, shut the hell up, you don't know what you're talking about.
That'll do it. Thanks very much, Tom.
Well, I never.
Like, oh look, convenient evidence that points directly to one suspect and one suspect only. I'll make my judgment decided solely on this. You're an idiot.
Well, here's a question. What was the circumstance under which it was found on him? Just kind of looking over at him and kind of asking that general question.
Well, the guard kind of goes, well, we have been checking all the buildings on every floor to see if any of the members of a certain guild who have knowledge of such a device might have someone who was involved. He was currently at a desk with the device inside a hollowed out book, and he seemed to be I'm not exactly sure what he was doing with it at the time, but the second he was caught, well, he looked at us and swore it wasn't his, as every criminal does.
So you found him with it in the open at a desk? Was this in a public area?
Well, no, it was in the major's study hall. Not exactly public.
And you expected him, like any criminal, to simply be as stupid as possible?
I wouldn't use exactly those words, but it does seem odd that someone able to pull this off would make such a simple mistake.
Well,
as just to have it out in the open in a study hall.
Well, I mean, if he was a stupid criminal, then he would make such a mistake. But there's also the other side of the scale, where a criminal thinks himself so brilliant that he doesn't think that anyone would catch him, even if he did something like that.
No one noticed when the original bombs were placed. You expect anyone with that level of skill to be that stupid? Or that incompetent? Conveniently enough so that you can catch them?
Well, not really, no, but with his plan a success, I'm sure he was reveling in it, and therefore made a mistake.
That's the weakest argument I've ever heard. And I've heard some weak arguments.
Yeah, I'm sorry to get confused why he's such a dumb person, too.
Alright, this director that,
This was just one of the guards that was escorting.
No, I was trying to look up the name.
Tom's just looking at the guard like, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm just doing my job.
Oh, I agree. It's
Don't
certainly
vocal like that. He's just looking at him with that expression.
Yeah.
It does seem rather convenient.
Evidence handed to the nobility on a silver platter.
As I said, I was handed this book. It wasn't mine.
Well, can you describe in more detail what happened? Maybe that would help.
Alright, well, I was walking away from the
Found
incident.
something.
And
It looks like a note of some sort. It's got this eye on it. He sort of hands it over to the paladin and going, opens it up. Care to explain this one, boy?
it was in the book when I opened it.
So, about you hearing voices.
It's one voice in particular.
Deep,
And-
rough, rather old and wise sounding, perhaps. But
Yeah.
aggressive at the same time.
Basically, and I keep hearing him tell me things. I don't quite understand what they all mean either.
And they seem to be genuinely guiding you towards things that maybe you regularly wouldn't do.
Yeah, pretty much.
You haven't been having any blackouts recently, have you, boy?
Well, about a week ago.
About a week ago. You hear the guards in the outer rim of the room go, "A week ago."
I did black out for what seemed to only be 5 minutes, but I woke up 2 hours later.
So, alright. I'm just trying to think here. What is that to think about? He probably blacked out and during that time planted the bombs. This is only a theory, of course, but still, he is hearing voices and is already at the stage in which he is blacking out. Regardless of if he planted these bombs or set them off or not, he needs to be cured.
Cured? What's going on?
What you are hearing, boys, is the voice of the very dragon we live in. He speaks to you now.
I don't
Okay,
quite know what to say.
well, you don't need to say anything. I only say that I am sorry. He probably promised you things in exchange for doing what he wants of you. Well, despite the petrified state that allows us to live within the dragon, over the years has managed to recover some form of mental capacity to be able to influence the minds of others. And this has been a problem within the recent, only about 30 years. We have been managing to find these individuals and get them cleansed from their mind before it gets to the point that they are actually suffering any form of physical signs such as blacking out.
So that's what's been happening with those posters.
The posters,
This
yes,
is-
we believe...
If this is a problem that's been going on for 30 years, then perhaps we should treat the symptom. Perhaps we should stop treating the symptoms and find a cure for the disease itself.
The Grand Wizard has been working on such a thing. Trying
Want
to
to
find
clean up mess.
Well, the Grand Wizard and many of his closest allies have been trying to find a way to suppress the dragon's mental influences, but have yet to find a way to do so.
That is quite the problem, considering we live inside it.
Exactly. This is why this is not exactly public information. And as for the posters, we believe that in the recent few months that those who have been experiencing these influences have been avoiding their cures in order to make some form of cult to try and exact the will of the dragon, despite it being extremely unhealthy for them and everyone around them. We really shouldn't be telling them this much about it. We did intend just to give them their reward and let them back on the streets.
Well, don't worry. My lips are sealed. I don't plan to cause a panic or anything.
But that's for the boy and the judgment on his guilt. It is, I think we will have to go to the Grand Wizard himself, because I doubt anyone on this table would come to an agreement. Coming from you, Patrick, that says a lot. The fact that you acknowledge that there's no hope in coming to a conclusion here. Thank you, I guess. I heard that. And you four, with what you have learned here and your view on how this boy may have been set up, you are, I believe, at least the only form of defense that this boy may have. I assume you'll be joining us in the visit to the Grand Wizard.
How could I refuse?
Sure, of course.
It wouldn't be the first time I visited his chambers.
Wait, what?
No, that's not what?
I'm a janitor. I've cleaned some of his rooms before.
I just, look at you suspiciously squinty-eyed.
He's telling the absolute truth. He visited as a janitor. He's never been there under any other pretense.
I know, but given everything else, it'd still be kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
Just go in the room and start pointing things out. He's just like, you know that.
Alright then, well, if you'll follow me, Patrick, I assume you're coming. And, goddamn, what do they name the dwarf? I've already forgotten.
Edgar?
Yeah, Edgar.
I only remember that because it's like Edgar the Engineer.
Yeah. And, I'll be coming. And I'll be coming to make sure that, well...
Even funnier is that they get to the place. So, where's the Grand Wizard's astrolabe? Third closet on the left.
And what about his TARDIS? Fourth door.
I'm a janitor. By the way, don't use that bathroom. Toilet's broken.
Broken how? There's like a huge tentacle coming out of it.
That's how.
Okay, we'll just put this here. Just move a bookshelf right from it.
But yeah. You are all led up from the military quarters to the Nobles District. And then, something that pretty much nobody in the city ever does, except for, janitorial staff and those close to the wizard, you enter the Grand Wizard's tower. Well, at least the castle that surrounds the base of the Grand Wizard's tower.
Spiffy.
So you will be spawning right at the bottom. And this is a huge fucking map. Because I actually managed to get the squares on the map to scale with the grid.
Let's see if I can get the
My
grid
internet
right.
connection agrees with you that it is a huge map.
There we go. That looks to be about how
Yeah,
large I
right.
want the map to be.
Randy, did you make a token for your character?
Token?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, basically something to represent just it on the board. Don't worry, I'll find you a wizard token to start off with, I guess.
Then you guys just give me character descriptions and I'll draw them.
So we have wizard. I'll probably type in young wizard, so this will have to do for now. He's a half elf, so maybe one with pointy ears. Those are quite clearly drow, so no.
Aw, don't you want to be a drow?
It's only a placeholder anyway, it's not gonna get too fancy with it.
Excuse me.
Just looking for something that actually looks like a normal wizard, not fucking all of this lot. Why did wizard come up with a guy with a sword and a fucking shield? Roll 20!
Spell sword?
Spell sword.
Yeah. Yeah, we only want tokens, we don't want portraits, that's it. Just give me... Seriously, there's not a single wizard with a hat on, so we can kind of... Just, you know what, fuck it. For now, that is you until you get your picture. It's the only non-drow, long grey-haired wizard that there's... That they
Top
have.
down.
Yeah. Okay, and we also have our rogue.
Excuse the video for now.
Yeah.
If you're ninja.
Oh, that was a good one. Where did it go? I was like, there was one that looked good, and then like a bunch of other results freaking loaded. Okay, there we go. Just hooded, top-down figure.
Yeah, actually, it looks like a big green blob to me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's not exactly the best, but it's placeholder.
It'll work.
I mean, it works for, you know.
What's that one? I can't quite see it properly.
The ninja is disguised as an ochre jelly.
Oh, it looks like a plague doctor, that rogue. Fair enough. It's, yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's just type ninja. We have ninja tokens. We do. We have lots of ninja tokens. Ninja. So yeah, we don't need that one. So we have ninja, rogue, wizard, druid,
Very
paladin.
typical.
Very typical, yeah, but still, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
As far as non-custom tokens go, it looks awesome.
Oh, also for those of you who don't know, my character's 6'3" and 140 pounds.
Jesus fuck!
So I'm a tall, skinny bastard.
Oh, shit.
Those
I'm
damn
not even
lanky
5
half
feet
elves.
tall.
Oh yeah, how old are you?
I'm like 4'11", I think.
And how much do you weigh?
94 pounds. No, 4'10" and 94 pounds. She's really tiny.
Okay, how tall is our paladin? And, you know, height weight.
She is 5 foot 4 inches and 125 pounds.
Okay. How tall and heavy is the ninja?
5'6", 185.
Okay, and the, wizard?
I am 5'9" and I weigh 170 pounds, I think.
Okay. You should say at the top of the sheet.
Tallest.
Yeah. So the sheet that I saved is not exactly here, but we didn't make too many adjustments on my other sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I put in.
Do you want a fresh
information.
copy?
I would like it because I've been using. I know that most of the stuff wouldn't change. The only thing that really changed was my hit points. I'm confused. I'm kind of confused as to why it didn't show up when I clicked it, because I did save the character sheet.
Well, I also renamed it to the one you sent me. I renamed it to R&M Pathfinder character sheet, rather than the... I think it's just R&M or something like that.
Yeah, that might be it.
I don't know why, I have like a uniform naming stuff when I have everything together. Okay, there are of course guards with you. And you notice guards up here have much finer armor and better made looking weapons. Whereas you're currently walking with these guys. So just the two... just those two and the paladin.
Get off my face, sir!
It's kind of, they take up a corner each. And the
I'm sorry.
Where am I?
You're the rogue looking type. Because you got your head covered, because I couldn't find a ferret-headed token.
I'm the green blobby thing.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
hooded
you!
rogue,
Somebody
but,
else saw this.
I look very, I look like a pudding or something. It's...
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. You're very tasty.
You know what?
Oh.
Fine, have this one. That one looks better anyway.
Okay, I can deal.
Looks like you're
I
trying
look
to
like
stab
I-
me.
You'll get your
I look
custom
like I
portraits
have
for next
two
week.
red lightsaber daggers.
Oh, look, a lightsaber cheese knife.
And screw it, here's the paladin.
You know what's really sad? I know what those are actually called in the Star Wars canon.
The mini lightsabers.
Like a lightsaber cheese knife. Yeah, it's called a vibroblade.
Oh, yeah, those
Oh,
things.
vibroblades, yeah.
I just want to say, it looks like you're trying to direct air traffic back there.
You kind of have to narrow up because it gets narrower.
Yeah, wizard leads.
No. Have the person with the lightsabers in front and facing towards us.
God, we're moving.
So you enter the inner walls of the Grand Wizard's palace fortress. You are
My
led up
eyes,
this way.
they're huge.
I mean, you can like zoom out and see the fucking scale of this place.
Mhm.
And I found pretty music for it. Okay, so you are led in, and the gold, well, it's not actually gold, it's just gold-colored armored figures are around you, ready to kick some ass if they need to. And you enter the grand hall of the Grand Wizard's Palace, and head up towards, well, his throne, as it were. And you see what seems to be a extremely elderly man with a long white beard, long white hair, and a pipe in his mouth. He's robed in blue, sitting upon his seat, awaiting the council that he was expecting. And yes, the okay, here we go. Yeah, just narrowing it in. Okay. And you, including the paladin, are stopped at the head guards. And yes, sorry, it's just for some reason the icons at the bottom moved around for a bit there. I'm like, what? Did someone refresh or something? Yeah, never mind.
So I didn't. I'm sitting here.
No, I just noticed the names moved. Okay, so the elderly man is sitting there, and with how long this civilization is going, there's always only ever been one Grand Wizard, and he's currently sitting before you, smoking a pipe, and he's just looking at everyone there.
I will do the nightly thing, and I will kneel.
Tuffy will curtsy.
Aw. Yeah, the paladin goes, down on one knee with hand on chest, and sword ahead of him. Grand Wizard, we have your need of your counsel. What do they call it? It was like heads of the factions, so like the faction council, I guess. Yeah, we need of your counsel for the faction council. We're unable to. Felt that the weight of this decision was far too great for them to deliberate on. And what is this issue? You bring to me another young individual who's been hearing the voice of the dragon. Yes, Grand Wizard, that is who we have brought to you, but for